What is up, everybody? Simone here. We're back with another video, and today, I know this isn't on the schedule. It's not a Monday, but I know if I gave out the fight predictions next Monday, the fight would be over. So it'd be a little waste for me to do that. So I'm gonna give my fight predictions for UFC 251 right now. So for, I believe the first fight, I don't know what page. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Paige, ZBN, or whatever her nickname is. I don't know if she's on the card. I've seen her like UFC, like with her in the planes and stuff like that, but I don't know who she's fighting. I know Rose is fighting Andrade. I've seen their fight. The part 2, Rose is gonna beat her. The mistake she had in the first fight was holding on to her when she was going to the Kimura. If Rose just kept to her grappling defense and to her ability to stand up and fight, she was beating Andrade badly. So if she does that again, she'll beat Andrade possibly by KO. Wouldn't even get to decision because of how bad she was getting. Her corner might be able to stop it. The next fight, Aldo versus, I don't remember his name. Some dude. In bantamweight division, all I know is that. I don't think Aldo's going to win. Yes, I know Aldo's a veteran. I know that the other dude isn't a veteran, but he's been fighting in bantamweight much longer. In the last fight that Aldo had in bantamweight, he lost. But, yeah, I just don't think Aldo will be able to pull it off. I've heard Chael say he thinks Aldo will still be able to pull it off. I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's likely. If Aldo is able to pull it off, it'd have to be the biggest upset. Granted, he's a really good fighter, but I think he's washed up, to be honest. Co-main event, Max Holloway versus Volkanovski. I like Max. I really do. But I don't think he beats Volkanovski. In the first fight, Volkanovski completely destroyed him. But I feel as though if Max fought him how he fought anybody else, he would have won. Possibly. It was a big if. There's a lot of people saying that Max won by decision. I watched the fight the very first time. Back then, I wasn't really paying attention a lot. I watched it the second time. It looked like Volkanovski was winning the fight the entire time. I don't know how anybody else could have scored it Max's way. Yeah, Max was getting, when they went to exchange, he was getting, more combinations. But overall, he was getting hit a lot more. He was taking much more significant damage. He even switched to southpaw for majority of the fight, which he's not used to doing. And that's what messed him up. He's an orthodox fighter. And he switched from to southpaw from time to time, but he's not going to sit and fight southpaw the entire time, which is what he did after getting severely kicked in his leg. Who else? My prediction, I think Volkanovski wins. Possibly not by stoppage, because it doesn't look like he has stopping power against Max. But I do think that it will go the distance again. And Volkanovski will get a unanimous decision, sadly. Main event, Usman versus Masvidal. I'm going to just say it down. I think Gamebred's going to win. Usman quite literally has no stand-up. The only time he chose to stand up was against somebody who has no stand-up. Colby Covington is a bum. Let's be quite honest. He thinks he knows what he's doing. Kamaru, he wants to act all big and tough. We've seen all the videos, all the different fighters throwing him under the bus for the poser that he is. He claims to be this big, tough dude. It's a reason they're not fighting also for the BMF belt, other than the fact that Dana doesn't want it to happen. Jorge is a bad motherfucker. And then you go and look at Kamaru. He's not. He's soft. This dude literally, the assassin for Dana White. What type of dude deserves a BMF belt? You look like the poster child for the company. Why would we give you the belt? Somebody who would be a bad motherfucker. Diaz, any of the Diaz brothers, Masvidal, Darren, nah, not Till. I was gonna say Till, not Till. Couldn't be Till. Adesanya possibly. Not Jones. Jones gets in more trouble than he is a badass. Let's be honest. Connor, he could possibly be in that discussion. Possibly Habib. Definitely Ferguson. The stuff that he does. Kevin Lee. It's a few fighters, but not anybody that kisses up to the boss. Like, even Daniel Cormier said he wouldn't be able to allow Kamaru to get that title. Who else? Well, not who else. But yeah, I think Masvidal stops him. If not in the first round, in the second, because I doubt he'll let it get to the distance. I've seen Poirier say he's been training with Masvidal for Poirier's fight, which was like 2 weeks ago, if not a week ago. And Poirier won. Well, no. Poirier lost his fight. Is by... Well, no. He won. I thought personally Poirier lost, but Poirier won that fight against Hooker. Wait, was it Hooker or Felder? I don't remember who he fought. It was either Hooker or Felder. But he won, and Masvidal was his main training partner. He was fighting 5 days, sparring 5 days a week. And he's in shape. All he has to do is lose 20 pounds. And if you know how to cut weight, that's not hard. I honestly I could lose 4 pounds every day. And all you need to do is 5 days. He has 6 week notice. 6 day notice. The 5 days is easy. If I could cut it without knowing how to properly weight cut, I just run around and get my cardio down. So Masvidal, I have him winning by knockout, possibly even submission, because he does do submissions. He just doesn't do it often, and he's quite frankly like underrated in that department. But who have you seen totally smash him on the ground? Nobody. So I don't know why people think he'll get smashed. But yeah, that's my picks. Let me know who you guys have in the comment section down below, and I'll see you betas later. Alpha out.